What? Dude, imagine you go through all that, your house burns down, and you still have damn roaches. Let's continue. We're starting with part 7 of Where Are They Now?
We're back on our Where Are They Now adventure with your 3 most requested follow-ups.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna leave you with a little piece of knowledge that'll haunt you for the rest of your days.
Oh yeah, okay. Fun. I don't believe I've seen this one. Let's go.
Fire rescue. Oh, dude, I'm so glad you're here. He's right there. Hey, I thought somebody called for an opioid overdose. Oh, no, it was definitely him, but I managed to wake him up. Oh, cool. So you gave him some Narcan?
Never mind, I remember.
I covered him in a bunch of ice. Oh, okay. And that worked? No, that didn't quite seem to work. Okay, so what did you do? I put some in his rectum.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oh my god, that was one of the funnier ones.
Could be worse. Yeah. Friends come in many forms, like a friend that'll loan you $20, or a friend that'll give you a ride without asking for gas money, or the ultimate friend that's willing to shove frozen water bricks inside of your dingleberry cave because you took too many opioids.
Or that friend that pisses on your wound because you were stung by a jellyfish. That's right.
You got a friend in me.
But before I go any further into the story, I want to be very clear about something. Don't put ice in people's butts! Not only is it incredibly stupid and unbelievably dangerous, but completely unnecessary when there's things like Narcan available that don't involve you icing down your friend's guano gusher. Yummy! The very medically unsupported theory that's inspiring people to do this is by stimulating the central nervous system with ice, the overdosing person will regain consciousness and magically begin breathing again on their own.
Right.
Now, yes, he was awake when we got there, and no, we're not sure if it was because of the ice. But one thing I can't say for sure is that those 2 dudes didn't make eye contact for the entire ride to the hospital, and I will never look at ice the same way again.
Well, I'm glad that he was fine. I actually never heard that before, that you can prevent someone ODing with ice. Okay, I don't remember this one, so let's see.
My birthday is December 49th, 1812. How long did you say the seizure lasted? About 30 seconds or so. Okay. Listen, I know it seems odd, but it's normal for people to be confused after a seizure. It's actually called the post-seizure state. I'm a pirate. That's interesting. Hey man, let me borrow your phone. Yoink.
Huh?
Okay.
After you just got a seizure?
We're gonna go ahead and get him loaded up and going down. Dude. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm all right. I just do that from time to time, so.
Huh?
All right, man. Well, I'll meet you guys down at the hospital. Okay. My birthday.
What is happening? Everyone in that house is crazy. What did I just watch? What the heck?
Seizures can be extremely scary to experience, especially for the patients, and depending on the type of seizure, once it's over, they can go to what's called a post-seizure state, which is very normal, but it involves confusion, exhaustion, or in this guy's case, thinking he needed to get back to the open sea to fight some scurvy pirates. Now, even though all of this can be quite stressful to witness, treating most seizures is relatively straightforward with some benzos and a little O2. However, as I've learned many times in my career, right when you think you got things figured out, you don't.
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
Which is exactly what happened in the middle of our assessment when this guy's sister decided to wrap up her Angry Birds game on his cell phone while someone else blasted their partially digested SpaghettiOs all over the floor. But honestly, I knew this guy was gonna be just fine, and I also knew that once again, I was extremely thankful for waterproof boots and disinfectant.
Oh yeah.
Fire rescue. Dude, please hurry. He's bleeding everywhere. Ah, crap. Where is he? There. Hey. Oh, wow. You're vomiting.
I remember
blood.
that one.
Oh, yeah. Not a huge deal, but why are your pants missing?
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's why. We gotta go. Right now.
I remember that one. It felt really, really concerning to see that. I hope the person survived. Like, that's really scary.
I don't think it's possible to describe the smell perfectly. That's why. I don't think it's possible to describe the smell perforating from a room that contains someone who's having a GI bleed. Well, I guess it would be something like. And to accompany that odor is the general understanding that whatever is causing that lunch regurgitating smell is not good for the continuation of life. Because the general rule of thumb when it comes to blood coming from your skin suit is blood coming from one end of your body is bad. Blood coming from both ends of your body is the beginning of your forever sleepy time. Now, this gentleman was suffering from something called esophageal varices, which can happen when the veins inside of your esophagus begin to enlarge and bleed because of high blood pressure associated with liver disease. And if the thought of drowning in your own red blood cell pudding terrifies you, it should. The good news is we got him down to the hospital where he got some meds, a couple pints of blood, and was completely stabilized.
Okay, that's good.
Bad news is you now know you can die drowning in your own blood.
Okay, but only if you have liver disease, or like, most likely, only if you have liver disease. On to part 8.
Welcome back to numero 8 of the Where Are They Now saga, and today we're going to talk about everything from mushrooms to getting my boots filled up with human doo-doo.
I don't think I've seen this one. Let's check it out.
So you were running to the bathroom while taking your pants off, then tripped and fell. Yeah, I really don't like to wear anything below the waist whenever I'm on the throne.
Sure.
Listen, we totally get it, man. But you're not hurt, right? No. I just really need help up into the bathroom. Perfect, man. We could definitely do that. But here, let me help you get up. Perfect, because I really need to. Are you? Yeah. I'm not sure what to do right now. I don't know either. He is not getting back in the truck. So you were running.
My God, no. Once again, I said this in the last one. Props to paramedics and firefighters for dealing with all those body fluids. I could not. Holy.
Imagine this. You're helping a nice elderly man to the bathroom and suddenly he begins to fall. So you take your leg and shove it in between his legs to brace him, and he says thank you by blasting a rectal fruit shake right down your pants and into your boots. Well, I don't have to imagine that because it happened to me and I'm still not okay with it.
Oh no.
This lovely guy was your standard run-of-the-mill senior citizen that needed a little bit of assistance to the bunghole drainer 3000 to open up some extra room in his internal prune basin. But as I attempted to guide him, gravity had other plans and attempted to shove him to the ground to test his osteoporosis-filled bones. But I said, nay, not today. And then immediately found out what Jerry the geriatric ate for his last 3 meals as he filled my boots with cream of diarrhea.
Oh, it's so bad.
But despite having my lower half repainted with human poo, I still got Mr. Smith to the throne. Then sloshed my way to a decon shower and never looked at corn the same way again.
Oh my goodness. I think I remember this one. It was something about a fire and how you're not supposed to throw flour, I believe, because it's really flammable or something like that.
Dude, my wife is gonna kill me. Okay, what happened here? We had a little grease fire. So I grabbed a cup of water and threw it on it, which I told him not to do. And then we had a big grease fire. So I went to grab the lid to put it on top of the pan. And I grabbed flour, which I smacked out of his hand because he was just gonna make the fire bigger. And then I smacked him for smacking me. And then finally, I was able to easily put the fire out by smothering it with the lid. You're right. Your wife's gonna kill you. Dude, my wife.
Yeah, but I believe putting the lid on is the right thing to do, and everything else you shouldn't be doing.
I really want everybody watching this video to listen to what I'm about to say because it might save your life, a trip to the hospital, or at a minimum a boatload of money rebuilding the crispy remains of the place that you once called home. If you put water on a grease fire, it's gonna explode! Why does this happen, you ask? Well, grease catches fire between 375 and 500 degrees in freedom units, which is well above the 212 degrees it takes to boil water. So, when you douse your burgers flambé with H2O, it instantly boils, explodes, and carries flaming pieces of third-degree burning, life-altering grease along with it. So if you do happen to run into this situation, just remember the only way to safely extinguish a grease fire is by smothering it with the lid, a fire blanket, a Class B or Class K extinguisher. Because if you use sugar, water, or flour, you're probably gonna die. Or, at a minimum, just regret not ordering takeout.
I feel like that's pretty important to know. That information might actually help a lot of people. Okay, let's see if this is a new one for me.
Fire rescue, somebody called for a sick person? Hello? I can see everything, man. Holy
I think I remember
pupils,
this.
Batman.
I'm not sure what he took, but he's been like that for 2 hours.
I'm Batman. Hey, buddy, did you take anything? I don't know, man. Did you take something?
He should go to the hospital, right? Honestly, I'm not sure what they're gonna do for him, but it's gonna be a fun ride no matter what.
Here's the deal. If somebody's mental state is altered and somebody else calls 911, we are legally required to transport them to a level of equal or higher care. I know, listen, I don't agree with it sometimes either. I mean, especially in this guy's case, where he was just trying to enjoy some of the mind-bending, reality-altering effects from the mushrooms that he shoved down his throat earlier.
I can't feel my face.
And what made me feel even worse was this guy was the most chill dude I've ever met, man. And if it was up to me, I would have left him at home to let him enjoy his interdimensional fungi adventure.
Do we have a deal?
But it's not. And the last thing any of us need would be for this guy to venture out into the road, see a yellow punch buggy, think it's a giant Twinkie, try to take a bite out of it, and then end up becoming one with the road and the mycelium that he was enjoying so much. So instead, we took a ride down to the hospital in the Band-Aid bus, where he tried to convince me that all the payphones were disappearing, so it'd be harder for us to get out of the Matrix.
Maybe he has a point. Wait, maybe he has a point.
Creepy people in dark rooms, torn testes, and metal-tasting mayhem are the wonderful follow-up stories that fill today's Where They Now episode.
Hi guys, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. So I definitely don't think I've ever seen this one.
Hello, did somebody call 911? Yeah, he's in there.
Hey, can you come in here? I
Oh
need
my
your help.
God. No.
What?
It's hard to describe, but if you come in here, I can show you.
Okay, is there like a light we can turn on so I can see in there better?
Oh no, those don't work anymore.
Yeah, they're broken.
But don't worry about that. Just come in here so I can show you
Oh my
exactly
God.
what you need to see.
No.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Hello?
Holy, that's so creepy. No.
I think this might be the most requested Where They Now follow-ups that I've ever had, and rightfully so, because I can honestly say this is the most scared I've ever felt on a call. And without further ado, here's what happened. So after gathering a couple more people, I was slowly making my way up to the room when, you know what? It'll just be easier to show you. Sir,
Oh no.
where are you?
Horror movie.
Here you are. You made it.
Yeah, are you, ready to go down to the hospital?
Uh-huh. But first, can you guess what I have?
Poop. He's holding
Is
poop.
it poop?
It's boo-boo.
Is it poop?
Some?
1 second, sir. Get the Versed right now. Okay. Wait, have you ever been covered in poop before? No. No? Okay, well, you're about to be. And after all that, a very stinky tussle and a much-needed night-night medication injection, that guy was the happiest caca-chalupa that I've ever dropped off at the hospital.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that the super creepy story was just a guy throwing poop, but I didn't quite understand what happened to him. Like, he needed an injection for some medical condition? Or did he take something? This one's also new to me, because I think I would remember if I'd seen this one.
Hey, no, sir, did you call for a traumatic injury? If getting my family jewels ripped off is considered a traumatic injury, then yes.
Holy.
I'm sorry, what?
My family jewels, man. I was sitting on this chair with my pants off because my girl and I were, you know, man, and when my berries slipped through the crack in the chair, which hurt, so I tried to jump up, but my boys tried to stay behind.
Behind?
Oh no.
Permanently.
No.
Is there any bleeding?
No, there's not a ton of bleeding. Do you want to see?
Nope, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
But wouldn't they be laying around somewhere? Oh man, that is traumatic.
Panic Fear and a genuine deep-seated feeling of regret would be the best way to describe this patient's demeanor after almost experiencing a full separation of his twin boulders from the rest of his body.
Oh my God, I almost died.
And I gotta say, as a fellow family jewel-toting male, the second this guy started describing his genital pouch stretching brush with permanent castration, I wanted to close my eyes and Happy Gilmore myself out of there to my happy place. I'm flying on a giant seagull in the sky. But unfortunately, part of the gig as a paramedic is listening to things that you hope will melt away from your memory, like this guy's dreams of ever procreating. However, I'm happy to report that besides swelling to the size of a small grapefruit, this guy's gargantuan gonads are still attached to his body and ready for another round of How Strong Are You Testing?
Okay, I'm glad to hear they didn't actually get ripped off and it was just an accident or an injury. I think this one's also new to me.
You got water coming. Do you taste metal? Yeah, like pennies? Yes, man.
Holy crap, my house is on fire.
This is your house? Yeah, man, I just can't believe it caught on fire, dude. Right in the middle of me fumigating for cockroaches, bro. I swear to God, I can't catch a break. Do you guys taste pennies? Fumigating?
Oh yeah, dude, I set up like 80 cans in there.
Does anyone else taste pennies?
Oh no.
Probably should have started with that, huh? I guess we might have something in common with those cockroaches soon.
That's probably not very good for you. Well, at least the cockroaches are gone. I mean, they're for sure no longer alive.
Look, firefighting is inherently dangerous. It's something we know when we sign up for the job. Whether it's dodging cars on the interstate that seem to be dead set on making us their new bloody hood ornament, daily cancer exposures when fighting fire, or just putting on our gear, that's a reference to recent discoveries that our firefighting bunker gear contains something called forever chemicals that might possibly be slowly killing us every time we put it on. Or a million.
That sounds like they should do something about that, but I've actually never heard of that.
Other ways to die, but we all know the thing that's ultimately gonna take us out is gonna be something stupid, like face planting in the shower, or I don't know, standing outside of a house unknowingly inhaling the flaming remnants of an overly zealous insect genocide project. Now, I'm not sure, but as far as I know, no one's developed a third eye or the big C from our rendezvous with the cockroach melter 5000. But what I do know is we knocked that fire down and saved that pile of sticks. And then 1 year later, we went back there for an EMS call, and guess what? It still had roaches!
What? Okay, they must have come back. No way they survived the fire, right? Dude, imagine you go through all that, your house burns down, and you still have damn roaches. Oh, man. Okay, on to number 10.
Does a taser probe to the skull give you superpowers? Is it really that important to wait until your Johnson implant is fully healed before you get it on like Donkey Kong? And does pouring urine in your eyes give you 20/20 vision?
Huh?
All questions we're gonna answer on our first double-digit installment of Where Are They Now?
Fire rescue. Hey, I have something stuck in me and I need you to pull it out. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a little more than that. Okay, I need you to pull this out of my head.
What is that?
Good.
How was I supposed to know it would stick in his head? Maybe you shouldn't have been pointing a taser probe at my head.
No, you're the
one
probe.
Guys, hold on 1 second, man. How are you feeling? Like I just took a lightning bolt to the dome and now I'm wired for cable.
Cable. Sorry.
All right, man. So what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna take you to the hospital and then you should probably find new friends.
Fair enough.
Have you ever felt like you were peeing, crapping, seizing, and dying all at the same time?
No, thankfully, no, never.
Well, I have. And it was the time that I was tased for charity. And I'm here to tell you it is the most horrendous thing I have ever experienced. So I can't even imagine what this guy felt when he caught an electrified dart to the back of his brain case. In the face! So one of my biggest concerns about where this taser probe landed was how close it was to the base of his skull. Oh, anatomy time! At the bottom of all of your gray matter noodle bowls is something called a brain stem. And inside of that brain stem is something called the
Medulla oblongata.
And that, my friends, controls all of your breathing, blood pressure, heart rate, pretty much everything you unknowingly do.
That seems pretty important.
to stop you from becoming 6-foot deep worm food. And I know what you're saying. If it's that bad, why don't you just pull it out?
So I look up and then, swoosh, 6 feet of rebar goes right through me.
Sometimes removing an object from somebody's meat
worse.
suit can cause more damage than the original injury, especially if that object is stopping bleeding within the body, or, in this guy's case, changing his ability to ever breathe on his own again. The good news is, though, that probe was free and clear of anything life-threatening, and after a short transport to the hospital, the dome dart was removed, and he lived to dodge death another day.
Well, I'm glad to hear that he survived that. He was lucky that it didn't hit anything important.
Yeah, there's no way dispatch got this call. Please help.
Oh no.
Wait, did you get an implant in my crotchal region to give me a couple-inch advantage? And then you try to get freaky with my girl before my stitches were fully healed and have my Johnson pop open like an over-microwaved hot dog? Over-microwaved? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna take you down to the hospital now.
Dude, for some reason these stories get me the most. They're so, oof. Oh.
Okay, you gonna have some pain meds on the way? Dude, you can have whatever you want.
Look, I'm here to tell you I have never seen the feelings of fear, disbelief, and soul-wrenching regret painted across somebody's face as much as they were on that guy that day. And then every other guy's face as he described the moments leading up to when his free willy suddenly split and the knee-buckling pain that came along with it. And listen, I've learned some pretty incredible things as a paramedic throughout my career. Like how people's IQ seems to drop by 50% whenever it rains. The human body can go through unbelievable stuff like being crushed by a car and still survive. And even though this guy turned out completely fine, at no point in time is a 2-inch member extension worth the trauma that guy went through.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. No. I mean, I guess I don't understand most plastic surgeries, but I did hear that plastic surgeries in men actually got more popular lately, and I wonder if that specific surgery also got more popular. I would hope not, but you know how it is.
911, somebody called for their eyes hurting? Yeah, right here. I woke up this morning and I couldn't open my eyes. Wow, your eyes are really swollen. I mean, that just happened out of nowhere? Yeah, I mean, I've had pink eye for the last week, but I've been treating it. Okay, with antibiotics, eye drops. With my urine.
Oh, I remember this one. I actually did see it.
I'm sorry. It sounded like you just said urine. I did. I mean, I've been pouring in my eyes all week, but it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, Mike's the one that told me to do it. Oh, hey.
Oh, no. Oh,
I am so excited to call the hospital. 911, somebody called for their eyes hurting?
Yeah, I remember hating that one. That is like, so gross, dude. So gross.
Humans do really weird things, man, including, but definitely not limited to, pouring their and other people's urine inside of their eyes for an infection. My eyes! What would possess anyone to do this? And yes, I fully support finding natural ways to treat minor medical problems. But dumping piddle juice inside of my eye sockets, that's where I draw the line. And before any of you naturopaths jump in here, yes, 95% of your urine is water. But you know what the other 5% is?
Waste.
Traces of biopigment, bacteria, glucose, red and white blood cells. And that, my friends, is 100% more of those things than I want drizzling inside of the things I use to perceive the world around me. And yes, after an incredible amount of antibiotics and eye drops, they were totally fine. And I'd love to end this story saying that was the last time we ever ended up in the house straight out of Stranger Things. But not only will we be back there again, but it would make splashing pee-pee in the eyes look like a walk in the park.
Now I want to know that story too. Damn. Okay, so this is part 11, and this is the newest one. So this is the last part for now.
Have you ever wondered if I had a medical emergency on another medical emergency? Or what would happen if you played lightning bolt hopscotch? Well,
I've not wondered either of those things, but now I'm really curious to see.
let's find out today on our mini episode of Where Are They Now? How is he so fast? Where did he go?
What's wrong with you?
Oh
You
no.
having an asthma attack? Oh, crap. All right, just give me the med bag and I'll give you a breathing trip.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Sir, I'll give you a sandwich for that bag.
Oh no.
Imagine running after someone trying to give them a little sedative siesta because they partook in a street pharmaceutical that put them smack dab in the middle of the upside down with Timu Vecna.
Do this for a living.
Just to have your lungs say, hey, you ever been choked out before? No? Well, let me show you what that feels like. Well, I got to have that lovely experience, which might have been, and yet to be proven, a combination of a newly started TRT regimen, some creatine, and a touch of childhood asthma that I may have forgotten to mention to my doctor. But I have to say, as I felt my airways constricting under the childhood disease that I once thought I got rid of, I knew in that oxygen-deprived moment that I was gonna die doing what I loved. Just kidding, it was an absolutely horrendous experience, and after a short ride to the hospital and a fat dose of Solumedrol, I had a much greater appreciation for every wheezy asthmatic that I ran on after that. And also, the patient was completely fine, and a little bit of an injection into his gluteus maximus took him from the upside down to the chill right out.
Okay, last one, and this one looks new to me as well.
Oh, crap. Hey,
Oh,
go to the
no.
other side and block it off. Make sure nobody gets over there.
Oh,
Got it.
no, no,
Dispatch,
no.
I have a down power line sparking on the ground. Please sit. Hey, hey, hey! What? What do you mean, what, bro? There's a power line on the ground, dude. You need to go around to the other side. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm just gonna jump over it. No, dude, you can't jump over power lines, bro. You're gonna die. No, I won't, man. I've seen it in movies, bro.
Dude, the firefighter is telling you. What are you doing?
As long as I clear it far enough, I'll be completely fine. I'm gonna go around.
Dude, if a firefighter tells me I'm going around, like, I'm not risking my fucking life. What do you mean?
Over it.
People have a serious underappreciation for how dangerous power lines are. And the bad news, or good news depending on how you look at it, is if you make the stupid decision to just jump over or go anywhere near a down power line, you won't even know you messed up when you go from walking in the park to walking in the afterlife after 10,000 volts take a detour through every cell of your future coffin-dwelling body.
Oh, you there yet?
Electricity can travel 35 feet or more from down power lines depending on the surface it's laying on.
Damn.
And your water and sodium-filled meat sack is the perfect conductor for that voltage to have a little heart-stopping party in. Oh yeah, electricity doesn't just gently leave your body. It explosively exits your husk, searching for a ground, taking fingers, toes, and whatever other tissues in its way with it. But thankfully, that gentleman made it out of there unscathed, ready to test the limits of fate and his minor brain capacity another day.
So I would have never approached a power line anyways, but now I'm even more sure about that, so thank you for this. These videos were really cool and actually also educational, so I really enjoyed this. If he releases more in the future, I'm definitely gonna watch.